Well, 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 here we are. We're on the R1, which can mean just one thing. The bike is finally finished. It's done. And I can't wait to enjoy it. And I can't wait to take you guys along for the ride as well. I mean, we've done so much to this bike. We've done so much at the back end. We've had to put a rear subframe on. We've put a new under tray back on. We put a new swing arm in it. We put a new shock in it. We put chain and sprockets in it. All that alone is nearly £500 of work. And then there's the paint job as well. We had it resprayed. That cost me £400 in paints and materials. And it cost me another £100 for all the decals, the stickers. So straight away, that's nearly £1,000 of my £1,000 budget gone. But we've also now know the bike's got a full bill of health. This thing is mechanically A1. It's the best it's going to be for a 24-year-old bike. And I thought, what a fitting thing to have the first bike to come out of the Biking Icons garage is an original Mark 1 R1. It celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. And what a fantastic tribute to celebrate the bike that kick-started everything of the modern era superbikes. I rode this the other day for a shakedown just to make sure there's no loose nuts and bolts or I hadn't forgotten anything daft. A brand new superbike came next to me in the traffic, gave me a thumbs up and then blasted off. It was just such a nice thing to think, if it wasn't for this bike, where would that brand new superbike be now? This thing is such a game changer and I'm so glad to celebrate it. And now that we know the bike's okay, full bill of health, and at long last, after the world's longest winter it seems, the sun is out. It'd be too rude not to go and show this thing a set of twisties and see how it handles. I mean, already this thing, I can feel it. It's more nimble than it was before, that shorter swing arm. It makes the steering feel more direct. It's a lovely nimble machine, this. It fuels beautifully, it sounds mega. I don't know if it'd be very comfy over a long distance of time, but it was never ever built for that. This was built for munching corners and apexes, not miles. And another thing as well, after a winter of fixing something in the garage, it's so nice to just get out on it and enjoy it. It really, really is. It's good for my health, this. Fantastic just getting out there and riding a motorbike. I just can't wait. There's a set of corners coming up soon. The road surface isn't the best, but the actual ribbon of tarmac is very nice, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But it still sounds just as good as it did. Oh, it's a missile. Oh, how I've missed riding motorbikes. It is like going without a cigarette if you're a smoker. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be out on my bike. It looks stunning. I can't wait to show you guys how it looks, because it looks just as good as it rides now. It was always a diamond in the rough, this. It rode brilliantly. The only thing wrong with it that we could tell was the brakes. We changed the brakes. It made it look much better. It is nice to have the brakes working with all this power. But I say, it still feels nice and nimble on its wheels. If anything, a little bit more nimble, which is lovely. Well, we'll get it back to the garage. I'll let you see it up close of the job I've done. Hopefully you like it, hopefully you think I've done it justice. And most importantly, and this is the important thing, have I managed to do it with my £3,000 budget? Whew, I think my wife will be just as keen as you lot to hear that. And there we have it. The R1 is finally finished, and isn't she looking her best? I can't believe where we started to where we've come. I've impressed even myself with this one. I'm over the moon with it. I did say at the start, is it possible to buy a cheap R1 and make it look like the £6,000 to £8,000 examples? Well, I think we've cracked it. It's not worth £6,000 to £8,000, but it certainly looks it. I mean, I'm very happy with the paint job. From a rattle can to show you can do it at home. I'm really impressed. The white especially, the white feels like glass. It's beautiful. The bike itself, it's got a full bill of health. As you remember, we checked all the valve clearances, we checked the fluids, the spark plugs. We've got new chain and sprockets. We've changed so much on this bike. I mean, the list is endless. We've changed all the controls, the levers, the mirrors, the windscreen. We've changed the brakes, the indicators. We've got original panels. We've got the under tray, the expensive under tray, and the subframe that we needed to change. They all came in at quite a hefty chunk of the budget. So in all, I wanted to spend £3,000 to create this iconic superbike. And I know you're just gagging to know how much it cost me. So I spent about £1,700 creating this bike, which you'll have done the quick maths is £700 over budget. But if you remember, I bought this bike for two reasons. One, it was the cheapest in the country at the time with an MOT, and two, because it was just dripping with bling. Now I've sold most of that on eBay, and through selling the blingy bits off it, I've got just under £1,000 back into the kitty already. So the items that sold well were the Harris swing arm that sold in a few hours for £150. The calipers, they went for £80. The fairings, they went for £80 as well. The carbon mudguard, that went for £50. And the Olin steering damper went for an incredible £310. There's still stuff to sell. I've still got a shock to sell, and I've still got genuine rear sets to sell. They're the two items that together should probably fetch me £150. So this bike is only going to owe me less and less as the final things sell. But at the moment, as this video goes to air, this biking icon has cost me in total £2,750. I mean, I'm so happy with that. I can't believe it. I hope you've enjoyed this program. I've hoped you've enjoyed watching it. I've enjoyed filming it, funnily enough. It slows me down quite a lot, but I think it's worth it, and I'm so happy, and thank you all for all your positive comments. It makes it so heartwarming that people out there that are into bikes are enjoying watching me enjoy my bikes. So thank you, and yes, I will do this again at least once more. I've already bought another bike to do. I can see it. It's there, the other side of the camera. If you think this was a project, that's a big project. That one might be a bit too much, but bear with me. It will be up there as soon as it's finished. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.